What does ICE actually do? How is it structured? And what is this massive expansion plan people keep talking about? In this video, we are breaking down exactly how U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement operates, from the teams that run detention and deportations to the legal and investigative arms you rarely hear about. You're going to see how ICE spans the country, what it means to be in detention or supervised under ICE, and how the agency is about to get much, much bigger. ICE is a component of the Department of Homeland Security, and it carries out immigration enforcement inside the United States. It's made up of three primary branches: Enforcement and Removal Operations, known as ERO, Homeland Security Investigations, known as HSI, and the Office of the Principal Legal Advisor, or OPLA. Enforcement and Removal Operations is ICE's most visible and most controversial arm. These are the officers who arrest, detain, and remove non-citizens who have violated immigration law. They manage detention centers. They coordinate deportation flights. They are the boots on the ground when someone is picked up during an enforcement action. Homeland Security Investigations is ICE's criminal investigative agency. These agents focus on transnational crime. They investigate human trafficking, smuggling, international fraud, financial crimes, child exploitation, intellectual property theft, and cybercrime. If a case involves people or goods crossing borders, HSI is likely involved. They work closely with other federal and local law enforcement agencies. They carry weapons, they have arrest authority, they often build long-term investigations that lead to criminal prosecutions. The Office of the Principal Legal Advisor is ICE's legal branch. These are the government attorneys who handle ICE's side of immigration court. OPLA lawyers prosecute immigration removal cases and advise ICE officers on immigration, criminal, and customs law. They represent DHS in front of immigration judges. OPLA is the largest legal program in DHS. They are essential to how ICE's legal actions are carried out. These three branches have different missions, but they operate in coordination. ERO arrests someone. OPLA prosecutes the case in immigration court. HSI might investigate an associated criminal ring. This is how ICE functions internally. Now let's talk about where they operate. ICE has a national footprint. Enforcement and Removal Operations runs 25 field offices across the country. Each field office covers one or more states. These offices oversee local detention facilities. They manage daily operations like arrests, custody decisions, check-ins, and removals. If you are in removal proceedings and on supervision, this is where you report. Homeland Security Investigations divides the country into 30 regions. Each one is led by a special agent in charge. Under each SAC office are dozens of sub-offices and task forces. In total, HSI operates over 200 offices across the United States. These offices are embedded in communities large and small. They respond quickly to emerging crimes and coordinate investigations across state and national lines. The Office of the Principal Legal Advisor has more than 60 locations. These are primarily based near immigration courts and detention centers. OPLA attorneys appear in court every day. They also provide in-the-field legal counsel to ICE officers and agents. So while ICE's name is singular, it is a distributed organization with hundreds of offices working in sync. Now let's break down ICE custody. When ICE takes someone into custody, they can be detained or released under supervision. Detention means being held in an ICE facility or a contracted jail. On average, ICE detains tens of thousands of people every day. Some are detained mandatorily by law. Others are detained based on a risk assessment. ICE operates and contracts with over 200 detention facilities nationwide. Detention is civil, not criminal. People in immigration detention are not serving a sentence. They are awaiting decisions on their immigration case. Detained individuals can sometimes request bond or parole. Conditions in detention are supposed to follow federal standards that cover health, safety, and legal access. But detention has been heavily criticized, and ICE continues to face lawsuits over the quality of care and the treatment of detainees. Alternatives to Detention, or ATD, is the other track. This is where ICE supervises people in the community using tools like electronic ankle monitors, app check-ins, in-person meetings, and case management. A TD is used when someone does not need to be locked up, but still needs oversight. It is more cost-effective than detention and allows people to remain with their families. A TD has grown rapidly. At one point, ICE had over 300,000 people under ATD. These individuals are monitored to ensure they appear at court hearings and ICE check-ins. Some wear GPS devices, others check in with facial recognition apps. ICE works with contractors to run these programs. Case managers track compliance and can escalate someone to detention if they violate terms. So how does ICE decide? Detention is used for cases involving danger to the public or flight risk. A TD is used for those with ties to the community or humanitarian concerns. Many factors go into the decision, including legal requirements and capacity. Now here is where it gets big. In 2025, ICE received a historic surge of funding. Its budget nearly tripled. It now has over $28 billion in funding for the current year. That money is being used to build new detention centers, to hire 10,000 new deportation officers, to expand field offices, to buy more surveillance tools, and to conduct more removal flights. ICE has a goal to reach 1 million deportations per year. That number is significantly higher than past years. To hit it, ICE is ramping up arrests, building out capacity, streamlining its systems, and pushing more people through detention and removal pipelines. Training centers are running back-to-back classes for new officers. Facilities are being upgraded. Old jails are being converted into new immigration detention sites. FLETC has paused other agencies to prioritize ICE training. Private contractors are building detention centers. Field offices are expanding. Some locations are seeing new ICE offices open for the first time. Surveillance programs are getting more funding. A TD is being retooled. ICE is also working with local law enforcement more than ever, offering grants and equipment to agencies that cooperate. This is the largest enforcement surge in ICE's history, and it's happening fast. The agency is rapidly expanding its footprint, its staff, and its capabilities. Whether you support or oppose ICE's mission, understanding its structure and current direction is critical. Be sure to subscribe for more deep dives like this. Drop a comment with your thoughts or questions. Thanks for watching.